top. I can name 10 that done topped off. They think to be top dog, you gotta knock the top off.
And those were really my first two gigs. I did a show with my friend Shane Thompson. We did a show downtown not too long ago, and it was just crazy, man. The way like you could be an artist and you never know who's actually listening to you, right?
Facts.
We did the show. We had like a bunch of seventh graders, like a bunch of seventh grade girls that was there that wanted to see the show. I wanted to see us perform. So I was just like, man, you never know who really listening to your music. So probably 3 weeks ago, Huncho did a show down, was supposed to do a show down here at the Jackson Convention Center. And it was a bunch of like, probably like a bunch of like, like kind of, young guys, 30, 20, and like a bunch of girls. He didn't never show up though. He never showed. So I guess it was just the audience he was looking to impress. He just, he didn't like that. He wanted, just like D-boys or just, a whole bunch, because a lot of times, bro, when you
Yeah,
get
but you,
that,
you can't pick your audience though. You never
nah,
know who's gonna like your music.
yeah, that's the thing, man. I was a huge fan of his, bro. Like, that's the thing. I was a huge fan of his. And when he didn't show up, man, it kind of just turned everybody off again, bro. We just, and I mean, we waited hours, bro. I mean, the tickets were like $35. I thought that was okay, but there's no refund. That he didn't show.
Damn, yeah. If his fans really showed up to that one, I bet they was a little bit salty. And they
Oh,
ain't get no
excuse me.
refund. Yeah, they salty as hell.
Yeah,
It could have been
man.
they last $35. They went to go support a local artist and he ain't show up because he ain't like the crowd.
I mean, it was cool though, cause it was like it was inside, like it's the Jackson Convention, like downtown Jackson. Man, they got anything you could ever dream of. Man, they got venues, bars, legislators, senates, and I mean they all work for you, man. And I
Yeah.
mean,
It's crazy
yeah,
right down there in Jackson right now though, ain't it? It's crazy all around Mississippi. Y'all
it's
been making the news for real.
oh yeah, we've been on everything. We've been on everything,
Yeah, one of the last things I seen, or one of the latest things I seen was a jail, the Jackson County Jail or whatever.
mhm.
It's a whole bunch of dead bodies behind the jail. Like the police just be whacking people and put them behind the jail and don't
Well,
even
yeah,
tell nobody. Is
I
that
mean,
is that something that for real be happening
yeah.
around that area? Like,
Yeah, man.
cause
I'm at home right now. My neighbor that lives behind me, man. One of the guys I grew up with my whole life, man. They shot him, man. He was in Gulfport, and they killed my neighbor, man. I grew up with him. I know him since I was 0 years old. And,
right,
that was my neighbor's son, man. He wasn't nothing but like 23, 24. You know, a lot of my friends in past, like, and it's just like it's getting to the point, like everybody was just like asking about like trying to figure out the Illuminati and like
yeah.
sacrifices. And I mean, like, man, if somebody was really like that deep into something, man, you would really know about it. It wouldn't just be like, oh, I don't like my cousin, like, blah. Like, it's people that really, that's what they really want. That's what they really look for. That's what they
They
really tell
want it.
people. That's what people here, they really like. And it's sad because we're the poorest state in the whole country, but they'd rather listen to my lyrics, listen to somebody's lyrics, and go out and kill two or three people and wonder why the police picked them up. One of my good friends, I known him since I was, in seventh grade. He shot my friend, killed him.
So you think the police is just going just is nuts out there? Or do you think the streets is just that crazy that the police gotta do what they gotta do? Because 200 bodies behind the jail seem crazy, bro. I just
Well,
gotta say that seem crazy, and it gotta be more than that. I mean, if that's just 200 they found,
tell you the truth, man, it's safe right now. It's safe. That's not even bad. It's safe right now.
mm,
This is safe. This is
just say,
like honestly, bro. If you ask anybody, they'd be like, man, everybody already dead. Like, honest to God. And I hate to say that's what people are really, like, honestly, like, people are really consider, like, like, people really do that. Like, that's what they really look up to. That's what they like.
they like it. Why? Tell me what they like about it, bro. What's to like about it?
Honestly, man, it's a trick. It's a trick. Man, okay, say I'm in 12th grade. 12th grade 2011 is when all the Illuminati spectators, like, it really just started, like, oh, like, it just really came out. And me just going to a private school that 1 year, you know, that's all we talked about. We in the library, like that's all we watching movies on it every day. And then I'm just saying like a lot of people really do that for money, but as far as like an actual like a letter through the mail saying that they want to join, like they actually send those. They actually do that. They do that.
So
It's
you
just
think it's some supernatural activity going on in Mississippi? You say?
actually they say the all the demonic stuff will happen like if you go like to New Orleans or something like that, you can just feel it over the city, just like circulating like that black energy, like, and it's just like it's bad, man. You never know. You just never know.
They say the same thing, like all the way up to Memphis. Like, man, I hear that about Memphis a lot. Like, it just got a dark energy just over it. And I
Like
didn't
him,
feel that vibe when I visited Memphis. I didn't feel that vibe, but you know, I don't go to sleep and wake up and live there. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a difference.
all my family that lived in Memphis had moved already. It was that bad. They moved. People actually have to move like to Nashville or anyway, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. Like people actually had to move out of
Yeah.
Memphis to escape the crime. But in the same sense, when Black Youngster had did that, my mind was so young at the time I couldn't fluctuate like saving me or making things worse, you know. And after just watching like all these news is about, Big Jook, Yo Gotti, Black Youngster, Moneybag, like them all people that really like look up to their fans, and you'll be like, well, he got the bad guy, you know. Or it could be like Thug, like he is the bad guy, you know. And I mean
Yeah.
that's what they glorify in all that music, like in the music that we listen to. I just listened to Yo Gotti KOM, and that's one of the hardest Gotti mixtapes I ever heard, and I just heard it for the first time 2 days ago. And that's all he talk about is,
So why
that's
is the
all.
streets so crazy down there? Is it because of the music, or is it
It's cause
how
it's cause of the money, man. It's cause of the money. They like it's like okay, everybody. I believe that every black person or even Caucasian minority grew up poor at some point in their life. You know, whether you was the middle class and
yeah, it's
strong,
poor people in every race.
yeah.
That's why I don't really say the white folk term, because there's plenty of white folk that's poor than me. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
good
I'm
people.
blessed compared to a lot of white, and it's a lot of
Hmm.
niggas that doing a whole lot better than niggas you think is white folk you think is rich. So
Man,
it's poor people in every culture for sure.
yeah. And another thing, everybody want to be famous, man. It's just like you get somebody with a check mark that a message their account and just be like, hey, or something like that. I mean, I'm not gonna take it to somebody if they feel good enough to say like somebody, is well known talking to me. But at the same time, I just want to be a normal individual that has a mindset that somebody in the music game or somebody on the give and go end can actually use. There's not a lot of artists you can use out here to promote your own brand and make it look positive, or say anything that you'll actually understand or know anybody that will actually say like, okay, yeah, Young Conico, he actually does music, he actually has a job, but he doesn't necessarily have a past, or he might, and it's not anything to do with that,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I mean, my family members, my own family members will tell me like, like it doesn't matter like if it's like it could be the engineer. It's like don't send nobody your music, and I just got
That's
to the point where yeah. They're
the
like don't send
culture.
nobody
The
your
culture of today's music is really, since King Von, for real, like niggas
music.
really checking for that gangster music, and you gotta really, you gotta talk
Yeah,
about shit that you gotta snitch on yourself, you gotta do all of that. Wow, rappers, singers, entertainers, comedians, business owners, people that just need to get something off their chest.
We gave away our culture.
Whoever you are, we want to hear your story. Send us an email right now, familyviewstv@gmail.com. Tell us who you are and why you want to be on the show. We'll get right back at you. Wow.
Off top, I can name 10 that done topped off. They think to be top dog, you gotta knock the top off.